The fastest way to manifest the life you desire is to embody the version of you that is living that life. And that is what I'm going to be explaining in today's video, which is all about becoming an energetic match to your desired self. This video is part of a series all about creating the life you've always dreamed of in 2025, where I'm breaking down my 3-part process to making a quantum leap. This is video 3 out of 4. So if you haven't watched the first 2 videos in this series yet, I highly suggest you do that first before you dive into this one. As a quick recap, the 3 parts to making a quantum leap are defining your desired reality and the version of you that lives in that reality, becoming an energetic match to your desired self, and releasing anything that is preventing you from becoming that energetic match and stepping into the reality that you desire to live in. So part 1, defining your desired reality, happens first, but parts 2 and 3 happen simultaneously. So as you work to embody your desired self, remember that at the same time, you will be uncovering anything that is preventing you from fully tapping into that energy. Before I dive into the how of becoming an energetic match, I want to explain the why it's so important to become an energetic match in the quantum leaping process. Within the quantum field, all possibilities exist. If you can imagine it, that possibility exists. Everything in the universe is made up of subatomic particles, such as electrons, and electrons exist in either their matter form or their energy form, so either as a particle or as a wave. And when they're in their wave form, they are essentially existing as pure possibility. Quantum physicists discovered that when we observe subatomic particles such as electrons, we influence the behavior of that particle or that electron. We influence whether it shows up as a particle or stays in its wave form. And what this taught us is that mind and matter are connected. Our subjective mind has an influence on the objective reality that we live in. And if we can influence the appearance of an electron in its particle form, we can influence the outcome of our reality. So, like I said, all possibilities exist within the quantum field, and everything within the quantum field has an energetic frequency, including ourselves and including our thoughts and our feelings. And our energetic frequency is determined by our thoughts and our feelings. So, through our thoughts and our feelings, we influence our external reality. So, if we want to magnetize our dream reality to us, we do that by changing the way we think and feel. So, when we become an energetic match to the version of us that is living in the reality we desire, we will automatically magnetize that reality to us. We will magnetize situations, people, events that are on that same frequency. And this is why becoming an energetic match is such an important part of the quantum leaping process. Because quantum leaping is less about taking action, trying to force an outcome, and more about shifting our internal world and allowing what we desire to come to us. Okay, now that we've talked about the why, let's talk about the how. So, we want to shift our state of being in order to be in alignment with our desired self. We want to begin to think and feel in alignment with our desired self. So, if you watched the last video in this series, all about defining your desired reality and your desired self, you should already be clear on how this version of you thinks and feels. And it's super important in this process that our thoughts and our feelings are coherent. Because if we think that something is possible, and if we're thinking in alignment with our desired self, but we don't actually feel that it's possible, or we don't feel in alignment, we're going to struggle to quantum leap. And if you're like me, you have probably struggled to manifest something in the past before because you couldn't align your thoughts and your feelings. Maybe you believed that it was possible, but you didn't truly feel that it was possible for you. So we'll get more into this as we go on, but in the next video of this series, when I talk about releasing, I'm going to cover releasing repressed emotions. And releasing repressed emotions is really important because often we have these repressed emotions that are impacting the way we are thinking and feeling, and we're not even consciously aware of it. So we want to release those repressed emotions. We want to process them, feel them, and let them go so that we can shift our state of being. So as I dive into how to shift our state of being, I want to first acknowledge that shifting the way we think and feel can be challenging work, especially if we have been stuck in the same thinking and feeling loops for an extended period of time. So please be patient with yourself, offer yourself grace and compassion. And my first tip is to just bring conscious awareness to how you think and feel every day. We think so many thoughts throughout the day that can slip by our conscious awareness, or we just become so immune to the way we think and feel that we don't even realize how we're talking to ourselves or how we're reacting to a situation isn't in our highest and best interest. So I think practices like journaling and meditation can be great to help us bring awareness to our thoughts and our feelings. But also just taking time every day. Like maybe at the end of your day, you take time to reflect on your mood throughout the day. What were your dominant thoughts? How did you talk to yourself? How did you feel? Because as soon as you bring awareness to how you think and feel, you'll more easily be able to shift your thoughts. So as thoughts come up and you recognize them and you recognize that they are not in alignment with your desired self, you can reframe that thought in the moment. My next tip is to do as many things as you can that get you in the feeling of your desired self. So, if you've watched the video before this in the series about defining your desired reality and your desired self, you are already aware of how your desired self thinks and feels. You already tapped into that feeling, that sensation of being that version of you. And I want you to do that again now if you can. If you're able to, close your eyes and start to put yourself in that reality. Start to embody your desired self and tap into their dominant feelings. And now, once you are tuned into that feeling, I want you to ask yourself, when else do I feel this sensation? What else gives me this feeling? Maybe your desired self has a sense of freedom, and right now you're realizing that going on hikes in nature gives you that same feeling, or riding a bike gives you that same feeling. Or maybe your desired self that you want to quantum leap to is calm and relaxed and unbothered. And you know that your weekly yoga class gives you that same feeling. Whatever comes up for you, whatever activities you can do to tap into that feeling of your desired self, I want you to do them as frequently as you can. Because the more we embody our desired self, the more easily we will manifest our desired reality. We want to align with our desired self. We want our state of being to be in alignment with our desired reality. And we want our state of being to be in alignment more often than it's out of alignment. So the more frequently you can do these things will help you tap into that energy, and it will also help you realize that your life is already in alignment with your desired reality in so many ways. As we work to become an energetic match, we want to work on our observation skills. So, like I mentioned earlier, quantum physicists discovered that observing a particle impacted the particle's behavior. We want to actively choose to observe the things that are going on in our life that are in alignment with our desired reality and our desired self. So, if you're trying to make a quantum leap to being a lucky girl, I want you every day to take time to reflect on your day and how things went well for you. Even if it's the smallest thing ever, I want you to write it down or take note of it so that you begin to notice more of those things. And the science behind this is in our brain, our reticular activating system, it takes notice of what is going on in our external reality, but it finds things to take notice of that are in alignment with what we believe. So, as we actively choose to observe things that are in alignment with our desired reality, we'll begin to notice more of those things, and that will help us shift our beliefs around who we are and our reality. And then as we shift our beliefs, we'll begin to notice more of the things that are in alignment and so on. Another way that we can work on becoming a vibrational or energetic match to our desired self is to take aligned action. And quantum leaping is less about taking action and more about becoming that energetic match, but sometimes taking action is necessary. So I'll use an example to explain this. If you are currently making $1,000 a month in your business and you want to be in a place, you want to quantum leap to the version of you that is making $10,000. Making that leap might feel a little overwhelming to you and your nervous system. It might be a struggle to really believe that it's possible. So taking aligned action will help you shift what you believe is capable for yourself. So, in this case, taking aligned action might be sitting down and making a budget of how you're going to allocate those $10,000 that you make every month. When taking aligned action, I want you to focus on doing something that will help you feel more confident and that will help you shift your beliefs. So, it doesn't have to be big, but something that will help you feel like you are ready to receive your manifestations. You are ready to make that leap. Taking aligned action should be something that gets you on that path to becoming your desired self and helps you shift the way you think and feel so that you can embody your desired self. Okay, so to recap, a couple ways that you can begin to embody your desired self and become an energetic match are to focus on the feeling of your desired self and do anything and everything as often as you can that gives you that feeling. You can begin to be a witness of your thoughts, begin to be the observer of your thoughts, and shift those thoughts when you catch yourself thinking things that are not in alignment with your desired self. I want you to take time every day to bring conscious awareness to how things in your life are already in alignment with your desired reality. And I want you to take aligned action that helps you shift the way you think or feel so that you feel more confident that you will be able to receive your manifestations. So, those are just a couple of the ways that you can begin to be an energetic match and embody your desired self. I think the ways I mentioned in this video are a few of my favorites that I think are the most helpful, and things will begin to feel a lot easier and make a lot more sense as we put this piece and next week's piece together. So next week, I will be releasing a video on releasing anything that is keeping you stuck in your current energetic state and preventing you from tapping into the energy of your desired self. So I want you to work on putting these exercises into practice over this next week, or maybe just picking one and focusing on that one, and be patient with yourself in the process. If you are ready to dive into part 3 before the video comes out, I do have a complete quantum leaping guide that is a downloadable PDF that also comes with a guided recording to help you tap into the energy of your desired self. And I will put that link below if you feel called to purchase that and go deeper into this work. It is a resource that I'm proud of. I spent many, many hours working on it. So I hope it can be a supportive tool for you in your quantum leaping journey. Thank you for watching, and I'm so excited to wrap this series up next week. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you get notified when I release that video, and then we can release everything that is blocking us, because this is the year you are creating the life you have always desired.